Good evening, parents, teachers, families, and friends. Welcome and thank you for joining us virtually today for the Berkeley Arts Magnet Promotion Ceremony for the class of 2020. My name is Renee Molina, and I'm the proud principal of the wonderful students we are celebrating today. I want to extend a warm welcome to all of the proud mothers, fathers, grandparents, current and former teachers, as well as any other support providers we have here today. I welcome all of you and want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate our wonderful students. I know this has been difficult with our new reality of distance learning, but it has been amazing to see the commitment and dedication you have provided to the academic and social success of this fine group of fifth graders at BAM. In preparation of this event, I would also like to give thanks and appreciation for the efforts of those family members who worked tirelessly to make this day a special one. Just as our students have been working hard the past 6 years, we've also had a group of parents who have gone above and beyond to support the students and school. We would like to thank each of you. We could not have done it without all of our special caregivers. It truly does take a village. Let's give them a special virtual applause for their support and dedication to BAM. As adults, we realize this is only the beginning of the most important time in our students' lives as they prepare to enter junior high school. Today, we take a moment to honor all of the students who have worked hard during the last 6 years. And students, we will also take this time to look and cherish at all of our families and friends who have helped you reach the next important milestone and even greater accomplishment, high school graduation. In a moment, each of the 63 fifth grade students is going to take a moment to share a future statement on how they will make the world a better place. However, before they do that, I'd like to take this opportunity to share a few words with my soon-to-be sixth grade students before they departure from Berkeley Arts Magnet. I have very much enjoyed working with this fine group of young people, and while I'm sad they are leaving, I'm also excited for them because they begin their life experiences. There is still so much for these young adults to learn. However, I am confident that BAM has provided each student a good educational foundation that will make them successful in life. We have incredibly intelligent and ambitious students who will become future leaders. And the BAM staff and I will be very proud to have called them our students. At this time, I'd like to share a brief poem with our students that encompasses all of the dreams that are sitting in front of you. The title of the poem is Dream Big. If there were ever a time to dare to make a difference, to embark on something worth doing, it is now. Not for any grand cause necessarily, but for something that tugs at your heart, something that is worth your aspiration, something that is your dream. You owe it to yourself to make your days count. Have fun, dig deep, stretch, dream big. Know, though, that things worth doing seldom come easy. There will be times you will want to turn around, pick it up, and call it quits. Those times tell you that you are pushing yourself, that you are not afraid to learn by trying. Persist, because with an idea, determination, and the right tools, you can do great things. Let your instincts, your intellect, and let your heart guide you. Trust. Believe in the incredible power of the human mind, of doing something that makes a difference, of working hard, of laughing and hoping, of lasting friends, of all the things that will cross your path. Next year, the start of something new brings the hope of something great. Anything is possible. There is only one you, and you will pass this way but once. Do it right. In the future, I expect to watch and hear you achieve all of your dreams on your journey to success. And I am confident that we have taught you a little academically, a little about yourself, and a little about life. And I am looking forward to the beginning of your tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, as you face and tackle the expected changes, hold true to yourself. Remember to hold on to your values, your work ethic, and most importantly, your dreams. It is these dreams that will guide you further on your next journey. As you get older, today's achievements may fade or even be forgotten. Your certificates may gather dust on a shelf or in a drawer. But don't forget, you will always be remembered for helping someone, for making someone feel special and appreciated, and for being the kind of person that others enjoy spending time with. All of which I know you've learned here at BAM. Your life is going to be a remarkable occasion, and I have no doubt that you will rise to it. At this time, I'd like to offer a moment for Mr. Weiss, Mr. Stevens, and Ms. Caparel, as they would like to share a few departing thoughts and congratulatory remarks before passing each of our wonderful fifth graders on to sixth grade.
Hi, everyone. Well, it's been quite the year, to say the very least. What's kind of ironic about it is this was supposed to be the year that I finally got to settle in a little bit and not have to worry about making huge adjustments. The past 6 years, I've gone from being a law student at UC Irvine to an after-school program teacher, to a substitute teacher, to a teaching credential program student and student teacher, to a second grade teacher in Alameda, to a fifth grade teacher at BAM last year, and then this year, for the first time in 7 years, I was going to get a chance to do the same thing 2 years in a row. But then, because of, and this is just stealing a term from Nadia's dad, Mark, you know what, that all went right out the window. There is one thing that has been the same year to year ever since I began my career in education, though, and that's the incredible bond that forms between a teacher and their students as the year goes on. This year, that's been the case maybe more than ever, as the students of B4 and I have been through some pretty crazy experiences together. Early in the year, they saw me fall flat on my face during a kickball game. I mean, splat. And I split the leg of my jeans right up the front and had to staple it back together for the rest of the day. Can't remember who it was, but somebody's reaction was, "I thought you were dead, Mr. Stevens." Then there was the time I forgot to lock the door during a lockdown drill. My one job. And craziest of all, when we all got sent home for the last few months of the year, we had the unique experience of welcoming a new student, Emily, to our class without ever meeting her in person. She came in with a great attitude, and it came as absolutely no surprise to me that the class welcomed her with open arms. There are also many moments and memories that I will have of each student, and I want to take the rest of my time to briefly touch on some of them. Oh, and if you're wondering how I decided which order to say these in, it was good old cup of sticks. I know you guys are going to miss that sound. Okay. I will always remember Madeline for her secret love of all things blood and guts. I will always remember Nesha because despite being perhaps the most athletic student in the class, she chose to write her persuasive essay about why PE sucks. I will always remember Linnea for her passion for outer space, which makes sense since I think she might be some kind of alien or something. I will always remember Sophie for already knowing that she wants to pursue a career in law. Even though that didn't work out so great for me personally, I already feel sorry for whoever it is that's going to have to go up against her in court. I will always remember Lillian for butterflies. Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies. I think there's still a few hundred origami butterflies in tubs in the classroom if I think about it. I will always remember Aaron for the way he made a seamless adjustment to a new school at the beginning of this year, and for our mutual love of pizza. We started talking about it during a Zoom meeting the other week, and it inspired me to head straight to Laval's afterwards. I will always remember Peter for the way he developed as a leader as the year progressed, and for being tech support for the entire class, including me. I don't know what I'm going to do without you next year, Pete. I might just have to have you on speed dial in case something goes wrong. I'll always remember June for always pushing me to give her extra math and to have challenge math problems each week. What kind of student presses for extra math? Well, the kindest and hardest working kind, apparently, because that's exactly what June is. I will always remember Max and Alston for founding the cult of the almighty Tib. For those of you that don't know, TIB is the metal tray in our classroom where students turn in their work, so TIB stands for turn in bin. All hail TIB. I will always remember Dylan for pretty much always having a smile on her face, even when it was her smiling at me when I told her to spit out her third piece of gum for the day. Is bugging your teacher really that much fun? Actually, wait, don't answer that. I will always remember Emily because she is the first student I've ever taught without actually ever meeting. That and the way she sometimes eats eggs and Takis for breakfast. I will always remember Luca for his kindness and for the detailed drawings he would make to solve math problems. And also for giving me the nickname Mrs. Poople. Thanks, Luca. I will always remember Jalea for changing the desktop on my Chromebook to a ridiculous picture of myself when I wasn't looking. It's definitely not the most flattering picture of me, but I don't think I'll be able to bring myself to change it anytime soon. I will always remember Ahmed for how much he loves Rubik's Cubes, and for always wanting to fight me, even though he's about 1/10 of my size. I will always remember Dainara for always bothering me for a new book to read. I mean, it's really great that she loves reading so much, but sometimes I just need a break. I will always remember Amelia for the way she came to life online once we made the move to distance learning. After hearing only a handful of words from her each day in person, it seemed like she was typing hundreds of words per day in our class discussion boards and in the comment sections on her assignments. Didn't know you had it in you, Amelia. I will always remember Dhruva for his dedication to basketball. I don't think he missed a single day of playing unless we were stuck inside with rain or smoke, and it really showed in the way that he improved over the course of the year. He doesn't say much, but I think before long, his game will be saying plenty for him. I will always remember Nadia for always knowing what was going on, even if she rarely volunteered to speak. I always thought I'd catch her off guard or not paying attention, but I don't think that ever happened. Maybe all that time with her rabbits turned her into an extra good listener. I will always remember Ethan for the way he hacked into his mom's Gmail account and started emailing me at the end of the year. Hope I didn't just get you in trouble there, Ethan. I will always remember Leilani for, well, many reasons. But most of all, I will remember that no matter how many discussions we had to have throughout the year, she always came back the next day to try her best again. You're a resilient kid, Leilani, and I will always remember you for that. And I will always remember Lucas for his goal to create robots that will help mankind. Like, for real, he really wants to do this, as you'll see during the presentation coming up. At first, I kind of laughed at the idea, to be honest, but as the year went on, I became truly inspired by his dedication to an idea that others might see as unrealistic. And I will always remember all of my students from this year for all of these reasons and for many more. Despite everything that happened this year, I can honestly say I truly enjoyed being your teacher. So, take one last look around at BAM campus. Looks kind of strange with nobody on it. The weeds all overgrown, but this has been your home the last 6 years, most of you. There's our classroom over there. Anyway, I love you guys, and I wish you best of luck as you move on to 6th grade.
Good evening, BAM families and friends, and thank you for being here to celebrate the promotion of our 5th grade class of 2020. I know this isn't how we imagined this day would go, but I'm immensely proud and impressed by the resilience and flexibility you have all demonstrated over these past few weeks. Your children are amazing. I have enjoyed each and every one of them, and I'm so grateful to you for sharing them with me this year. 5th graders, I'm so happy to be with you today, albeit virtually, as you are promoted from elementary to middle school, one of many milestones in your educational journey. In our most recent reading unit, we learned to pay attention to the metaphorical dragons faced by the characters in our books. We discussed how these obstacles can be external or internal, and discovered that we can learn a lot about a character by what they do in the face of trouble. These past few weeks have presented us with unexpected challenges and obstacles, and I've learned so much about your character, your strength, resilience, and humanity when faced with difficult circumstances. Again, from our reading, we have learned that how a character responds to a major event and conflict can help us uncover overarching themes in the story. It seems to me that the theme of this story is strength in the face of adversity. I know it hasn't been easy, but I hope that this experience has taught you that you are stronger than you know. As we prepared for this ceremony, you reflected on some of the people who've helped you to grow and to get to where you are today, and you did a beautiful job of acknowledging them in your I Am poems. What you might not realize is that it's not just the grown-ups that shape the kids, you shape us too, and help us grow. So I wrote my own I Am poem to acknowledge the role you've played in helping me grow this year. I am Ms. Caporal. I am Ashley's cheerfulness when she entered the room every day with her infectious smile. I am Henry's knowledge when he shared his impressive understanding of black holes. I am Tejas' wit, which often made its way into his writing, and those of you who've read Bob know what I mean. I am Julian's insight when he'd reflect on our reading with maturity and deep comprehension. I am Envy's calmness with which she approached every challenge, pausing, listening, and then diving in. I am Jasmine's helpfulness when she would show up early and help me in the classroom or help Ms. Jones in the office. I am Simone's dependability when I could always count on her to not only get her work done, but to help her classmates too. I am Benjamin's playfulness when he found fun ways to communicate with new friends at BAM. I am Victoria's patience when she carefully revisited her work, revising and editing to make it better. I am Juan Pablo's kindness, which made him a good friend and someone that everyone wanted to be around. I am Joe's curiosity when he asked questions and requested books, which he collected almost compulsively. I am Liliana's artistic talent when she doodled on her classwork and designed a cover for our BAM Cafe cookbook. I am Judah's individuality when he was never afraid to be himself and when he shared unique ways to approach math. I am Jesus's athleticism when he ran circles around his peers on the track and dazzled us in soccer and kickball. I am Wanye's positivity when she persisted through challenges, always with a smile. I am Rain's empathy when he noticed when people were upset and asked, "Are you okay?" I am Zion's imagination when he spun fantastical stories. I am Savvy's ally when they were there for their friends and spoke up for people in their community. I am Casper's enthusiasm, which he brought to everything he did, making every task more fun. I am Natalia's determination when she worked hard every day to grow and improve. I am Harold's resourcefulness when he repurposed plastic bottles and other found objects. I am Jamira's loyalty when she supported her friends and accepted people for who they are. And B5, I am your thoughtfulness when you brought me treats and left me notes, your competitiveness in dodgeball, your activism when you marched for climate change, your perseverance when the math was tricky, and your love every day. I want you to know that I love and appreciate every one of you, and I'll miss you. But I know that you're ready for middle school. Off you go.
Lives don't work the way books do. They can end suddenly, as fast as you kick your leg in the air. Lives are funny and sad, scary and comforting, beautiful and ugly, but not when they're supposed to be, and sometimes all at the same time. There are patterns in a life, and patterns in a story, but in real lives and good stories, the patterns are hard to see, because the truth is never made of straight lines. Lives are strange. These are the words of author Mac Barnett from the picture book, The Important Thing About Margaret Wise Brown. My favorite picture book of the past year. When I first heard Miss Mardon read them to us, they struck a chord. They're honest words, challenging words, and relevant words. Our life in B6 ended suddenly with bellies, and some ears and nostrils filled with pie, and minds filled with pie, and backpacks filled with books, and a future filled with uncertainty on a second Friday in March. A see you later moment then quickly transformed into a shot of stark and unexpected finality. It was that moment I started mourning for the insurmountable losses that we've now all faced, but it was also a moment that awakened me to how glad I am that we got to celebrate that day. Let this be a lesson to all of us to consume pie and celebrate with greater frequency. Moments of great change can sneak up and pounce on you, and who knows when you'll ever get a chance to eat pie and sing songs with 22 of your friends again. And so in the spirit of Mac Barnett and Margaret Wise Brown, who was also the author of The Important Book, I'd like to take a moment to express my appreciation for all of you and the important qualities that we should celebrate today. The important thing about Alex's volume, yes, we've all learned how audible his voice is on our Zoom calls, but what's really important is that Alex makes his ideas and opinions heard. He's willing to take chances in sharing new ideas, and his confident approach helps us all to learn from him. That and of course his fantasy football picks. They're spot on. An important thing about Aaliyah is her dedication to kindness, to being an ally and a friend. Aaliyah is the kind of friend who holds you accountable, but always lifts you up and cheers you on. The important thing about Kara is her enthusiasm for learning. She is profoundly dedicated to her work, and the genuine excitement she expresses when she makes a breakthrough reminds us all about taking pride in our accomplishments. She's also excellent at expressing her enjoyment of puns. The important thing about David is his ability to transition between being a hilarious goofball with the most ridiculous silly voices and jokes to move into being an introspective and clever thinker and dynamo student with an astounding work ethic. The important thing about Isaac is his imaginative mind and his ability to create that which does not yet exist. He builds things out of everything from Post-its to math equations, and his tinkering so frequently inspires others to do the same. The important thing about Jada is her exuberance and zest for life. You can see it in the art she covers journals and whiteboards with. And when she tells about something she's excited about at about 1,000,000 miles an hour, just watch Jada's smile grow and you'll find it contagious. The important thing about Kai is her quiet joy. Kai knows how to see the world and people around her and appreciate them with an honest joyfulness. Her laugh is quiet, but the impact is strong in bringing levity to those around her. Also, she's a bit of a magical unicorn. The important thing about Leilani is that moment of realization. I bet you can picture her face at that precise moment, the moment when the numbers finally add up or the twist in a book is revealed, or where she figures out how to fix something. It's inspiring to see Leilani learn. The important thing about Leo is his eyes. He can shoot out a piercing stare, but more importantly, it's that his eyes are a window into a compassionate and dedicated kid. They show intense focus on work that he didn't really want to do, but knows he can and should do. Or sometimes a sneaky darting motion to hide the behavior of a serial social butterfly, or sometimes the genuine kindness of a friend who knows how to listen. The important thing about Logan is his ability to communicate incredible ideas. He's the one who will take a chance at answering that inferential question that just hangs in the air forever, the one no one else is willing to take a stab at. That, and of course, his fantasy football picks too. They are also spot on. The important thing about Michaela is her enthusiastic creative expression. Whether it's with sneaky sketchbook time under the desk, I could always still see it, or with making any regular day a cosplay day. Bonus points for her love of anime and helping to realize the full potential of Anime Corner. R.I.P. Anime Corner. The important thing about Maria is her confidence. You can see it in her solid number sense, mathematical reasoning, and in her reading comprehension, but you can also see it in the way she asserts herself and stands up for what she believes in. The important thing about Max is his ability to focus his energy and attention. Most frequently, this manifests in his art and creations, but he can just as easily turn it towards making sense of a math conundrum or digging deeper into a story he's reading. It's wonderful to see his excitement to share what he has accomplished. The important thing about Neela is her perseverance. She simply does not give up, and the effort that she puts into her work each day is incredible. And she does it all while maintaining a sense of humor that keeps her going. The important thing about Nouveau is his head, and no, not for all the hair, well, maybe a little, but Nouveau's head is amazing because it's home to an extraordinary brain capable of solving complex puzzles and problems, and it's also an excellent tool for him to use with his breakdancing head spins. The important thing about Nico is the way he's able to manipulate time. He slows it down when explaining ideas in a way that his classmates can understand, and he speeds it up with aha moments and math challenge, and most of all, his patience, kindness, and sense of humor makes any time with him a fun time. The important thing about Phoenix is his imagination. He's able to produce incredible, fantastical characters and stories. He's also able to use that imagination to devise creative solutions for solving logic puzzles, and of course, with assisting his teacher with terrible puns. The important thing about Rocky is her flair. You can't miss it. Her desk is literally covered with it, consistently surpassing the super strict limit of 5 pieces. But it doesn't stop at her desk. Rocky does everything with a flair. You can read it in the way she weaves together her writing, and the doodles adorning the margins of her pages, and in the smiles and kindness that she radiates to others. The important thing about Rosie is her generosity. She knows how to give kindness in so many ways, through academic support, a brilliant sense of humor, and genuinely just caring about others and knowing how to empathize and offer her help. The important thing about Urban is his dependability. His friends can count on him to always be there for them, to include them, to support them, and his teacher can always depend on him for putting forth a solid effort and always being an honest member of our community. The important thing about Vanessa is her dexterity. The words in her exquisite writing dance across the page, numbers line up in equations ready to be solved with precision, and art creatively flows through her and dazzles the empty space of her sketchbooks. Thank you to all of you for sharing these and the many more important qualities about all of you. My days and nights of late are filled to the emotional brim, and they frequently spill over, as I'm sure many of yours do too. There's so many feelings to feel, and it's honestly a challenge for adults and kids alike. But amidst the worrisome feelings of loss and fear, I know the light's still there if I let myself open up to it. I can still smile and laugh, sometimes while the tears are rolling down. And I know, at least for me, the sun still rises every weekday morning when at 10 a.m. I got to see you folks, if but for a few short moments. Even if your camera was off, or you sounded like an exhausted dying robot, or you were busy earning the Olympic gold medal for chat spamming, you all still brightened my day, and I know you brightened each other's days too. Even though it's been kind of like the diet non-fat version of life in B6, our Zoom times sort of taste like how they're supposed to, but after having the real extra rich, super double-decker deluxe version of 6 hours a day of B6 from September to March, I know what it could be and what it was supposed to be. I'll take this version still, even in its dull and hazy form, because I honestly appreciate my time with all of you more than you could possibly know. I appreciate the moments of laughter and learning, distraction and challenges, creativity and curiosity, and most of all, joy and kindness. There is nothing that compares to the potential of all of us together. And so here we are, in a mix-up jumble of a mess that's hard to make heads or tails out of. Really, it's the epitome of strange. It's hard to see patterns that make sense, and hard to know how this will all resolve or how we'll all get back and make it through. But I know we will. And when we look back, I know we'll reflect and we will find our truth. We will look back at our time in 5th grade and all the time before, and we'll see it come together in how much there is to celebrate. We'll come out with new knowledge about ourselves and new appreciation for the people and places we care about. And when that day comes, I'll be here waiting, ready to serve you a slice of pie and sing a silly song together once again. Congratulations, B6.
Vanessa Adler.
My name is Vanessa, and in the future I'm going to help in the fight against climate change.
Ashley Alducin Munoz.
I am Ashley Alducin Munoz, and in the future I'm going to make the world a better place by working to stop climate change. I am Ashley Alducin Munoz.
Henry Andreini.
I am Henry Andreini. In the future, I will work hard to achieve my goals.
Aliyah Abalos.
Hello, I'm Aaliyah. In the future, I'm going to be making a difference by helping others to see how beautiful life can be.
Amelia Bish Thomas.
I'm Amelia, and in the future, I'm going to stand up for those who can't.
Tejas Blossom.
I'm Tejas Blossom, and in the future, I'm going to make the world a better place by not using single-use plastic.
Jonathan Booth.
I'm Max, and in the future, I'm going to keep becoming a better person.
Maria Buko Kosivchuk.
My name is Maria Bushko-Kosivchuk. I'm going to change the future by recycling.
Madeline Carter.
I am Madeline, and in the future, I want to be a zoologist so I can help take care of animals and feed them.
Julian Casara.
I am Julian Casara. In the future, I'm going to make a difference by helping to shelter the homeless.
Alexander Chariasatit.
I am Alexander Chariasatit, and in the future, I am going to make the world a better place by volunteering in my community.
Yunbi Cho.
I am MV Cho, and in the future, I'm going to make the world a better place by helping our community.
Yasmin Sil Flores.
I am Jack Yusuf Flores. In the future, I'm going to make a world a better place by helping families who don't have food, education, and housing.
Sophie Cranley.
I am Sophie Cranley. In the future, I'm going to become a lawyer so I can help those who are not guilty be free.
Lay Lani Daniel.
My name is Leilani Daniel, and in the future, I'm going to be an astronaut for NASA.
Dylan Dasgupta.
I am Dylan. And in the future, I'm going to improve the world by making positive advertisements.
Jada Marie Davis.
I'm Jada Davis, and in the future, I'm going to show the world that kindness is a simple yet powerful act.
Simone Dubois.
I am Simone Dubois, and in the future, I will make a difference by not using single-use plastic and recycling more.
Lillian Ellis.
I am Lillian Ellis, and in the future, I am going to make a difference by fighting for change.
Benjamin Eloy. Victoria Fierro Ocampo.
I am Victoria Valentina Fierro Campo, and in the future, I'm going to make the world a better place by being a surgeon and knowing how to help people.
Juan Pablo Garcia.
Hi, my name is Juan Pablo Garcia, and in the future, I want to be an architecture.
Nesha Gahagan.
I am Nesha, and in the future, I'm going to make the world a better place by being kind to others.
Joe Golden.
Hi, my name is Joe Golden. My plans for the future are to help the less fortunate because it's always been my dreams to.
Liliana Gonzalez Rangel.
I'm Liliana Gonzalez Rangel, and in the future, I am going to make the world a better place by helping the homeless and picking up trash.
Judah Gottlieb.
I am Judah Gottlieb. When I grow up, I am going to make my community a better place by performing as Kermit and making millions of people happy.
June Griffith.
I'm June, and in the future, I'm going to study whales and write a book about them.
Ethan Guan.
Hi, I'm Ethan. In the future, I'm going to go to college and get a master's degree.
Maxwell Gumper.
I am Maxwell, and in the future, I am going to discover new sea creatures and their attributes.
Logan Hall.
I'm Logan, and in the future, I'm going to get wiser and wiser as I get older.
Kai Hanshin.
I'm Kai, and in the future, I'm going to make a difference by never giving up.
Raki Hull.
I'm Rocky, and in the future, I will make a difference by spreading the knowledge and curiosity that was given to me. Peace out.
Phoenix Hunt.
I'm Phoenix, and in the future, I'm going to be kind to all people.
Ahmed Hussein.
I'm Ahmed, and in the future, I will go to college and get a good job.
Luca Lonescu Zanetti.
I am Luca, and in the future, I will make a difference by teaching the next generation the importance of determination.
Lucas Jensen.
My name is Lucas, and in the future, I am going to design robots that will make life easier.
Dhruva Jindal.
I am Dhruva, and in the future I'm going to be kind and helpful.
Linnea Kalar.
I am Linnea, and
and in the future, I'm going to improve the world by continuing to be an activist.
Alston Kavanaugh.
I am Alston, and in the future, I'll make a difference by speaking up.
Urban King.
Urban, and in the future, I want to travel the world and spread joy everywhere I go.
Nadia Landes.
My name is Nadia, and in the future, I'll become a vet and help animals.
Peter Langendorf.
I am Peter. In the future, I'm going to finish college and work to make the world a better place for everyone.
Jesus Ledesma.
I am Jesus Ledesma, and in the future, I'm going to help kids in need by raising money for orphans.
Nivo Leon.
My name is Navo, and in the future, I'm going to stay focused and keep on dancing.
Cara Lacasse.
I'm Kara, and in the future, I'm going to stay curious and learn more things.
Nila Marchesini.
I'm Neela, and in the future, I'm going to become an ally so I can make the world a better place.
Leilani Martel.
I am Leilani, and in the future I'm going to make the world a better place by helping others.
Denara Martinez.
I'm Dainara, and in the future, I'm going to inspire others by being a professional soccer player.
Wayne McAllister.
I am Wanye McAllister, and in the future, I want to be a scientist to research diseases and find cures. And I want to be a musician.
Rain Miller.
I am Rain Miller, and in the future, I'll make a difference by persevering, working hard, and making the right decisions.
David Yim.
I'm David, and in the future, I'm going to stay more focused so I can learn and achieve my goals.
Leo Ostry Harp.
I'm Leo, and in the future, I'm going to work harder to push myself.
Emily Pelayo.
I am Emily, and in the future, I want to be a chef because I love cooking and I cook a lot.
Aaron Perez Ramos.
I'm Aaron, and in the future, I'm going to make the world a better place by being happy and making others happy. Wow, this chicken stopped.
Zion Pre.
I am Zion Pre, and in the future, I'm going to make my world a better place by becoming a police officer to protect my community.
Isaac Price.
I am Isaac, and in the future, I am going to follow my dreams.
Michaela Reed Norris. Nico Sen.
I am Nico, and in the future, I'm going to put all my effort into everything I do.
Rosie Silverberg.
I'm Rosie, and in the future, I will help the world by spreading kindness everywhere that I go.
Savannah Taylor.
I am Savannah Taylor. In the future, I will make the world a better place by standing up for the LGBTQ+ community.
Casper Thornley.
I'm Casper Thornley. In the future, I want to be the kind of person that can teach people and help them. I want to be the kind of person people can count on.
Natalia Velasquez Hernandez.
Hi, I'm Natalia Velasquez, and in the future, I am going to make the world a better place by being a nurse because I can help a lot of people.
Harold Wade.
I'm Harold Wade, and in the future, I want to play sports.
Jalea Weidman.
I am Julian. In the future, I'm going to be a TV show host.
Jamira Williams.
I am Jamira Williams. In the future, I'm going to make the world a better place by spreading my kindness to everyone.
In conclusion, on behalf of the students and community, I would like to thank the Berkeley Arts Magnet School class of 2020 for their contributions to our school. We wish you great success in all of your future endeavors. Students, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate the Berkeley Arts Magnet School of 2020.